They rigged the HOA election, so I made them redo it under state supervision. I live in a tan stucco townhouse on Cedar Ridge Court, one of 82 homes in a tidy cul-de-sac that smells like jasmine in spring and fresh asphalt in summer. Normally, our annual meetings are dull, budget charts, landscaping updates, maybe a complaint about the pool heater. But that year, the board election had tension baked into every whisper. 3 incumbents were running again, and everyone knew they controlled the contracts and the fines. The HOA announced that ballots would be collected in a locked box by the clubhouse door and counted at the open meeting the following Thursday. It sounded fair enough. I dropped my sealed envelope in on a Tuesday evening. The box was dark blue metal with a narrow slot and a tiny padlock. I remember thinking, at least this part looks official. But on meeting night, something felt wrong. The president tapped the microphone and said, "The results are in. Congratulations to our re-elected board." The envelopes were still stacked neatly on the table, untouched. People murmured. Someone asked, "When are you counting them?" Another board member, wearing a bright red blazer, smiled and said, "It was clear who won. No need to delay." My stomach tightened. The next morning, I filed a records request under California Civil Code 5200, which guarantees members the right to inspect association election materials. A week later, I got a folder of scanned logs. The timestamps showed the ballots had been opened 3 days before the meeting by a ballot committee that included 2 of the same incumbents who were running. No witnesses, no notary, just their own handwriting marking tallies. I called the county's Department of Consumer Affairs, and the investigator there told me, "That's a procedural violation. Elections can be invalidated if not properly observed." At the next community gathering, I stood up and read the dates aloud. "You counted before the meeting," I said. The president's smile froze. Neighbors started shouting questions. Within a week, 29 of us signed a petition demanding a revote. Under state law, the board had no choice but to comply. A neutral auditor from Sacramento Election Services was hired, and new rules required sealed custody, dual signatures, and member witnesses during the count. When the real results were read, 2 incumbents lost by wide margins. The air in the clubhouse felt lighter, almost electric. I walked home under the yellow glow of the streetlights, finally breathing easy.